Welcome back to Never Die with Your Pants Around Your Ankles. The Death of Vegas's Notorious Dog. A Prescription for Hell. Hales Publishing offers members of their writers community a window every 6 months to submit a book proposal. The grand prize is $10,000 advance and a book contract. This is a video for the June 5th, 2022 deadline. Harry Leo Duran, M.D., Ph.D., MPH, died on November 8, 2021. When I got to Vegas, I recovered his cell phone and all of his electronic devices. At 6:35 p.m. on November 16, 2021, after just unlocking his phone, I texted the first physician to let the person know my husband had passed away. And scrolling up through the hundreds, a total of 236 conversations over 5 years, I discovered that Dr. Duran had been leading not just a double life, but one that I call a quadruple life, full of unsafe group sex, drugs, wild spending sprees, and a debauchery that would have made Bacchus, the unrestrained Roman god of wine and revelry, religious ecstasy, and frenzied creativity, give up drinking. Back on St. Patrick's Day 2021, I launched my website called Librarian's Guide to the Multiverse and its accompanying blog. It immediately started garnering a lot of interest, and 1 year later, it had 5,000 views and visitors from 56 countries from around the world. Hay House writing prompt: what I want from my readers. What I want from my readers is to travel with the Notorious Doc through the 20 aerial toll houses and examine their own conscience as they hear firsthand how the late Harry Leo Duran violated all of his oaths, both professionally and spiritually. I want the readers to take to heart the admonitions about sin and the effect it has on the soul of the sinner and on everyone who comes into contact with the sinner. The book includes passages from the Bible, the Quran, the Hadith, Hinduism, Buddhism, and literature about soul contracts. It forces the reader to travel backward in time to see a man with so much promise lie about almost everything that ever happened to him or about everything he ever did. Some readers will want to learn what I discovered about the man they swore they knew. Others will want to be titillated by the discovery that a board-certified physician with such impressive credentials could be such a despicable and depraved human being. Those that had sex with him may be shocked to learn that they were not special and that they meant nothing to him at all. Others will learn that he lied about his HIV status and that he was deliberately infecting as many men as possible. Those who sold him designer clothes and shoes and expensive collectibles will be horrified to learn he was penniless and that he had no way to ever pay off his credit cards. Realtors who were eager to take him on tours of expensive homes will be horrified to learn that they were suckered. Realtors should always demand a pre-qualification letter before wasting their time, but Harry had a way of bluffing everyone into thinking he was very wealthy. I want my readers to be shocked, horrified, saddened, sickened, and perplexed. I want them to experience the abuse I endured and then to celebrate at the end with me as I piece my life back together. Meet many of the late monster's friends, sell off his possessions, get my piano that he destroyed repaired so I can play it again, and how I went from relative obscurity to helping set up a 5013C nonprofit for the sculptor who Harry commissioned to do his portrait in scrap metal. I want them to marvel at how I interviewed an oil painter from whom he purchased $9,100 worth of art. I want the readers to grasp that the monster left me a wealth of knowledge he had no intentions of leaving me, And I want the reader to feel the power of the divine that intervened when Harry was trying to get me to commit suicide upon his death, and or that he had planned on murdering me had he not succumbed to COVID. I was saved by a divine cosmic intervention, and I want the readers to have that point driven home into their hearts that there is a divine force in this world, and they need to connect to it. I did, and I am alive and well and happy at last.